Hello!
Welcome to the shed with me, Hetty.
Myself, Sanjay Arif.
And me, Nathan Eagle.
Yes, we're back in the shed again, the cosy little shed. 3 very good friends with obsessive tendencies meeting to talk about our hobbies and interests, which quite often change.
Hetty, what are you currently obsessed with?
Okay, so I just want to say, before we dig into it, that I am okay. Alright? My obsession is tarot cards.
Oh.
We want to know.
Yeah.
I think we need to be more honest about how
Yeah.
detrimental.
Are you a witch? We discussed it in the
Because
car.
some of our...
Did you actually?
We thought maybe she's
Yeah, we were
she's
like,
a witch
is
now.
she going to put a spell on us?
I did look into Wicca at one point and all that stuff. Yeah. I went fully mental.
Have you got some stuff to show
Oh,
us
I've got
today?
some stuff. I
It's a
didn't
show
show
and
you
tell
this
one.
last time.
Let's take
Okay.
a look.
Show and tell obsession! Still based.
You're right. Okay.
Graceful. Graceful in the shed.
That was a lovely entrance, Hetty.
That is, thank you. So I get compliments on that quite a lot.
Very nice clip.
Innuendo.
This is the box of my breakdown.
There's a smell. There's a smell here.
Yes, it's
Musty?
Musty.
witchery.
Witchy.
That's all I can smell.
Yes.
Witchy smell.
So what happened was, I had a little bit of a breakdown.
A big one.
It was quite a big one, yeah. So what? My relationship of 8 years had ended. I was losing weight, which messes with your mind a little bit. And I stopped doing comedy because I was so sad. And as a result of stopping doing comedy, I lost all my friends.
Oh, yeah. Us.
And I saw an advert for Tarot Card magazine. And I thought, that is the answer. So I subscribed. And then the obsession started. And it resulted in all of this.
Yeah, what made you subscribe? You said you saw it and you thought, oh, yeah, I'll subscribe to that.
Because
Like,
I dabbled a little bit in my youth with tarot cards.
I want to know how the youth dabbling.
Okay, so the
came
youth
around.
dabbling was, I was quite into witchy stuff because I think there was quite a lot of it in the 90s. Like I was a big
Buffy.
fan. Buffy.
Where was
Sabrina.
I was really obsessed with Sabrina.
Yeah.
Sabrina was great.
I only want to watch the original. Like I didn't like it when she went to college, Sabrina.
Yeah,
Was
it's
there a
'cause
college
it ca-
series?
Well, it just went
they
on
just
forever.
changed,
It
just
went
changed.
on forever.
I liked it in the house.
But early Sabrina was
Harvey
brilliant.
Kinkle was my first crush.
Harvey
No, he
Kinkle was my
wet.
first crush.
Really? He was a wet piece
I
of
don't
shit.
remember him. I don't remember him.
I never liked Harvey.
he was a wet piece
he
of
was just
shit.
like, ugh.
Were you
know, like
jealous?
those American sloppy American jock people.
Yeah, but were you always
But
a
he
bit
had the
jealous of them?
curtains.
But he was nice boy.
He was a nice boy.
He was a nice boy.
Yeah, I really identified with witches growing up. Because I wanted to be bigger than myself. I didn't really know how. I just thought
You
I
wanted
could
to take over the
harness.
world. You wanted to
Didn't
do
know,
a Salem.
just felt like I was a freak. I didn't really fit in.
Because you never brought this up when we watched Hocus Pocus. You didn't talk about the
So I
witchy
was-
stuff at
I
all.
was ashamed.
Did you watch Hocus Pocus together?
We watched Hocus Pocus. Hetty had never seen it before.
I've never seen it. So
That was in the before times.
It was before time.
Before the lockdown, before
Yeah.
the breakups, before mental anguish.
Before the 10.5 stone loss.
Oh my gosh, so much.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people look at your weight loss and think that's a spell or something because it's so amazing. Because no one can lose that much weight.
Not without medical intervention.
No, and you've not had any.
Not had
medical
any. Well, I
intervention.
have now to clear it up, but
Yeah, the tidy.
no, just
Little tidy up,
Yeah.
snippy,
tidy
here
up
and
with
there.
that Mons pubis.
Mons pubis.
Collapsed Mons pubis.
So there was a school project once where we, for the summer, you had to just do a project on whatever you wanted, and that was the summer project. And I came home and said I wanted to do it on Wicca, and I was like 7. This was pre-internet, so my mum and dad had to go out and buy all these books, but then had to.
Yeah, so they were pro it. They were just like, oh yeah, sure.
My
Don't have
mum's a
any
bit
fears.
witchy. My mum's quite
Yeah.
into that stuff.
I can see her being a bit. Yeah,
Mandy's a witch.
yeah.
Oh
She's
yeah.
trying to get-
Mandy's witchy.
She tried to give me an apple once.
Here you go, my pretty.
She did tell my ex when he left, the last thing she said to him was, "I've put a curse on you."
Amazing.
He put a curse on himself.
I've always been, literally, from a kid, I've been terrified of witches. It's a
I
weird
thought you
combination.
thought witches were
yeah,
sexy.
No, yeah, but it's a weird combination because I'm normally attracted to things that I'm terrified of. Well, my wife is a scary bitch. No, but I am. I'm normally... So it's sort of a weird... When I was a kid, one of the most terrifying things was Hansel and Gretel. Do you remember this story?
I didn't like it.
And there was a film of it, and it's on YouTube, and it was the scariest witch ever.
You eat by day, and you eat by night. And in a week, you'll be plump.
I only liked the good witches, and I always associate with like Worst Witch, Sabrina. They're all good witches, and I just wanted a bit of that.
Well, that's the thing. So I mean, this about witches, so much in the media. Like witches are, it's like all anti-imagery of like warts and hooked nose and green. Even though I like green women, and but that's not what witchy stuff is at all, isn't it? Just like channeling good energy and
Is there all about healing and shit like that? I mean, I've already seen. Is that a...
Don't touch it!
Oh, this is why I held back. So I always liked it. I always, because I think I was a bit of a loser kid. I always liked the idea that I could have magical powers secretly.
Yes.
So someone did buy me a set of tarot cards, and I used to do it at uni a little bit with like as like a, a joke. And then I lost the cards. Never thought about it again. I'd only ever I'd go and watch Sabrina, a bit like you with the wrestling when I needed a little hit of 90s. I always watched the theme tune where she's in the mirror.
Yeah, what was the
and then she do a little corny joke at the end.
As if.
Wow, I got that on film.
Mr. Miyagi.
Witch.
Oh no! Amazing. Cool. This is an example of one of our obsessions that's coincided with like trying to fill
trauma
or like a hole in our life. So I think most of the ones we've talked about so far have been stuff we've just been super interested in and obsessed about. But this is like that and trying to shore up
big
man-shaped hole.
Yeah, but also every time the magazine arrived, because it was so mental, it made me piss myself.
Like laugh. Yeah,
I laughed. I enjoyed it so much because they were like, oh, in issue 9, you get a crystal ball. And I was like, well, I have to keep going till I get the crystal ball. There we go.
Oh, is that what it
There's
is?
the crystal ball.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Yeah. It's quite small.
Can I have a feel of it?
Have a feel of it.
Ooh, it's quite heavy.
It looks heavy.
I
don't want to drop it. I'm clumsy.
Yeah, I like it.
Was
it wet? Where has it been?
Because it's been out in the rain.
Why is it so...
Oh, yeah, you've got to cleanse it by having a piss on it. That's the rule.
It's cool, though.
Oh, my God.
I like that.
This is weird.
Yeah.
I can only ever see Nathan in it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
And he's really thin, and he's on a trip in the hospital.
That's the first thing I noticed when I got it. I can only see Nathan in this.
Why? Wherever I put it, I could just see Nath.
Quite early on in the breakup, we went out for a night out in Bath, and we got absolutely hammered.
Tarred it up.
I think this was before, and we were in this... We'd gone out to buy pants from M&S, and we went for a drink, and we accidentally stayed in this trendy bar. And all the old people left, and the young people came in, all the like young 20-year-olds.
When are you telling me this?
And we made friends with these 20-year-olds, and we were absolutely like, we felt like we were their mothers. And we made friends with one of them. She bought us shots and stuff, and she was telling us. Genevieve was like, "What's your advice to Hetty now as a single woman?" And she said, always carry some fanny wipes.
It's good advice.
Yeah, good advice. She said something else. I think it was carry toothpaste or something. And she said, and of course, always carry your crystals. And me and Jen were like, what? And she went, yeah, crystals. And she produced this bag of crystals from her bra. And me and Jen were like, really like, we took the piss behind her back. We were like, that's fucking mental. Like, what are the young people? Like, she said it so it's like perfect.
Are such a big thing.
Perfectly normal.
I don't know why it's got into everyone's head.
Isn't there a thing as well, and I'm sure they've not made this up, where people do put crystals inside of themselves? I haven't made that up. No, this is a thing. Not that.
Don't know.
Not like that.
Don't know if I could accommodate that.
You just said it was so much sincerity.
Because it's true. I didn't want to say the rude word either, but they put them inside of their naughty, their naughty part. That is true, but not that size.
Yeah. So
That's true, isn't it? Have you heard that?
I think
I haven't, but I could believe
I'm
it.
sure that's a thing.
But you've
if
heard
she had him close in her boobs,
everyone putting everything up their bum. Like,
no, but they do it for like I think like there's some witch doctors
Sounds
like you should put
cleansing.
them up there.
gotta put them up the bum.
It's good for you.
So we
Let me watch and check you do it properly.
Yeah.
Witch
And
doctor.
can I film you putting up?
Because I'm witch doctor. Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah.
We were like,
dear.
honestly, what is the state of young people that they think this is normal? 'Cause we thought this girl was a proper, like, absolute lunatic. And then her best mate came over, and we were like, because we called this girl Crystal Tits.
It's good.
Crystal Tits. We didn't know her name.
That's like a stripper's name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm Crystal.
And then her friend came over and we said, oh, Crystal Tits' friend. And she went, what are you talking about Crystal Tits? She went, she carries crystals in her tits. And she was like, yeah. And then she produced some.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
And we're like, oh my God, this
Tits
is a
mate.
thing.
Yeah.
And we really took the piss out of it. And then we really got hammered. And then Jen came back. She's like, Hetty, I can't believe it. Crystal Tits has just offered me cocaine in the toilet.
Her tarot cards told her,
Yeah.
you've got to get extremely fucked up.
So we came away and we really took the piss out of crystals for ages. And then I got into tarot and I sent Jen a message. I'm like, Jen, I'm really sorry, but I went to a crystal shop today and I really enjoyed it.
One on Albert Road.
The one on Albert Road. Yeah. And so I know that I am a hypocrite of it. And I don't really understand any of it. But I was just so desperate for something to give me some sort of guidance and some sort of help.
Yeah.
Because I was so sad.
Do you think it kind of works like a placebo in a way?
This is what we talked about with the tarot cards, isn't it? Because it kind of,
Do you know what I mean?
it's meant to help you
Yeah.
decide. It's meant you help to decide things that you're already thinking about anyway.
So initially, I was just wanted, like, it's quite self-reflective, and I'm not very good at, and I'm very like, I'm like a trainer. I just keep going, and I don't stop to think about stuff. And actually, when I was counselling, she's like, I think you need to think about stuff a bit more. And tarot was a really good.
I think you need to think more.
I think you need to think more. She's like, just check in on yourself.
You are a tearaway.
So for me,
Put down.
tarot was quite a good way of going, if you get a card up and it says, oh, you've been feeling a bit trapped recently, and I go, oh, have I? Maybe I have.
I see.
Yeah, is it like that? You know, when you get those people, what they called the mediums, and they do the shows and they say things. It's like, well, most people feel that way anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Who are 30.
Oh, like, it's all bollocks. Like, all
Yeah,
the cards
yeah,
roughly mean the same things. It's change and this. They're like, I know it's stupid, but there was a moment where it just shifted just a little bit, and I got a little bit obsessed, and I went to that shop in Albert Road,
Nice shop.
and I just wanted to go in there because I just wanted to have a look at the tarot decks. And I went in there and I felt instantly quite really calm and happy, and just because it's quite soothing, isn't it?
I
It
can
just-
imagine the
It's a
shop. I
nice-
would
it's a
probably
nice
like
shop.
to have
Nice
one
shop.
in that shop.
I've been in
yeah.
there.
And I told another friend, I was like, oh, I've got into tarot. And she was like, oh, my friend is a crystal prescriber. She's like,
A crystal prescriber.
oh God, a lot's happened to me, innit?
But-
And so she was like, I'll ask her for a prescription for you.
Oh my God.
And I was so, like, I was just willing to try anything.
So it's
Just-
literally a prescription though.
Yeah, it's just like, I want to know what the message was that my friend, she never told me what the message was, to be like, my friend Hetty is in a bit of a state. I want to know what that message was. But she came back and she there was like a list of stuff that she's like, oh, I think this would really work. So I went to the shop and I was just so desperate to try anything that all of my cynicisms about crystal and crystal tits had just gone, and I was like, I'm just going to give it a go, because what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is I go in here and spend £100. It wasn't that much.
200.
50. I'll just buy some
Was it
stuff.
just that one huge one?
No, this came free with a magazine.
Going through with the magazine.
wow.
Look at the postage on that.
But I like this.
That's rose quartz. That's for love.
Smell it.
How did you know I was going to do that straight away?
Lick it.
Am I allowed to lick it?
Ask Hetty.
Am I allowed to lick it?
Is it like a
Can I
salt?
lick it?
Looks like
Where
a
has it
salt
been?
It looks like a salt lick. Yeah. Have you seen any witch doctors lately?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when I was walking funny the other day.
Can I lick it? I don't want to lick it. Why do I want to lick it?
It looks like a salt lick.
So then I went, oh shit,
Yeah,
I don't know why I
it
did
is.
that.
Is it salty?
It's like a salt lick. I do like it though, and I see the thing is with crystals, I do get the appeal of crystals. I haven't gone.
I look at
as
this
far
now
as
and I'm
buying-
thinking, what the hell were you thinking?
Don't be like that.
No,
I thought it was cool.
I know.
I
So
don't
this is
understand it.
this is
I
something
don't
that
want
in
you to-
my sort of like 20s or something, I would have been so against. Just like, this is stupid. This is a waste of time. Like everyone's who sells the crystals is taking advantage of you. Like so arrogant about it. And now, like later in life, I'm like, well, yeah. If
It
these
just
crystals,
helps you.
if they make you feel better about yourself,
Yeah, no, I'm
Do
all
it.
for the
I just
crystal
liked
thing.
him.
like, what does it matter if it's all bullshit?
Exactly.
And,
But so this one, you didn't pay for this one, did you?
that comes from Southsea Beach. I've
gonna
always
say.
had.
You got ripped off, mate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this
I have
is-
always had a thing about when I go to the beach. I always have to find a stone with a hole in it because in our family it means it's lucky.
Yeah.
So we find one. So every time I go to the beach, I always have to find one. And when I was reading about crystals and stuff, they were saying it doesn't have to be a crystal. It can just be a stone that you like. So
But
then,
buy it from us.
Yeah.
Because it's like a sliding scale, isn't it, of how deep
Yeah.
you go on this. And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, so you're like.
that is just a bit of white tack.
Oh,
And it works.
So good
It definitely
about
works.
But a stone
That's
with a
been
hole
right
on
up
it.
me.
Oh god.
This I painted. I painted
is it a
this.
real shell?
Nice. You glazed it. How did you glaze it in the oven or?
And I went to the arty pots.
Oh, they glazed
it a real
it.
shell?
Yeah.
no, it's
No,
just
it's-
that I
yeah, I was
painted
gonna
it.
say, it's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Artipots, I've been there.
I was quite pleased with
Couple of
that.
times. I did
I'm
a
not-
fairy door.
I'm not very arty, but
That's
a good
lovely.
job. That's a
alright.
good job.
so that's my crystal holder.
Why has it got? Oh, it's because
It's
it's
a
meant to be like a
plant pot.
soap dish or something. It's
It's
got a
supposed to be
drainage
a,
hole in the
a
bottom.
plant pot.
A plant pot.
I do. I really. I
nice.
do get the crystals. I do like them.
But I bought all these and I don't know what they are
Oh.
because I've not
Well,
looked.
you just. Well,
I
you
just
just
went
feel
in.
them and
I went in. I went. I like this one. I've been told to get this one, but then I took them home and I forgot what each one was. So they mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
They make me laugh because they signify that time that I was just so desperate that I went to the crystal shop.
I find it so interesting about witches and Wiccan stuff and pagan stuff.
Yeah.
Is how
Yes.
in history it's been demonized
Yeah.
to like really demonized to like stop people doing it for whatever reasons, like because they want them to concentrate on Christianity or something else, or to undermine a native population or something, and how rooted it is in general media.
But I think maybe it's because like the people that grew up in the 90s are now adult women and are a bit lost. So I think they are like.
Not
so
everyone who grew up in the
Oh.
90s is an adult woman.
But so like
I'd
So
say at
the-
least half aren't.
the tarot lady I follow, she writes a weekly column for Cosmopolitan magazine. So it's quite, and it's becoming a big thing on Instagram.
But
Yeah, it doesn't.
it's an answer for lost people, isn't
Yes.
it? And that is fine.
Yes.
The issue where, like, because like if I go back to my youth, I would have concentrated on the people taking advantage
Yes,
of people
vulnerable.
who are lost and vulnerable and giving them an answer.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
the actual, because now things are so much more self-led.
Yeah,
You can look up and choose what you want, and you can
Yeah.
buy the tarot cards
I
with the
can.
pictures that you want.
exactly.
And it's a lot less like corrupt than
Yeah, I
it
think
used to
It's
be.
not really frowned upon. Like I don't think you're cuckoo for like doing all of this.
Some
stuff.
people really take the piss.
Well, like, I
No,
was trying to
but-
say, it's like the sliding scale, and there's sort of like a
Yeah.
point that everyone gets to that they think is reasonable, and then other people go further. And I think for yourself, you've gone a bit past what you think was reasonable.
I just really like them. These are the
I
ones that
like
I
that.
use all the time. 'Cause they're like 1950s. So the idea is it's 1950s sort of American dreams, but there's been a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
You've seen these?
Look
Yeah.
at this. Look at her. Old
That-
lady.
that is
Old,
funny.
old lady with a
Show
gun.
that one.
Yeah.
Show that one. Look at that.
Did you find there was anything bad about this for your mental health? Like the cards were telling you one thing or making you do things. The cards made you do things you didn't want to do.
But it was my life for a good few weeks, or I was studying the cards all the time because you have to learn 78 cards.
Yeah, and what they all mean.
And like the spreads and all of that.
But that doesn't sound harmful to me. Like I've done the same where I just watch video after video after video to learn about this new thing.
For now, what I would do is I would do maybe a weekly reading, a week ahead reading, and it's just once a week. I just check in with myself, just see how I'm feeling. You know, I maybe read like last week's one. Did that sort of come to light? For my birthday, I bought a professional reading,
Ooh.
which I've got it. If you want me to.
So I really like people who are self-aware about this, like yourself, who are like, it's just a way to help you clear your mind. Effectively, it's a way to help you make decisions that you would make yourself anyway.
Yeah.
This is like a little guidance. It's not like even me saying, what if the cards told you to change your hair color? It doesn't work like that.
No, if
you would do it because you wanted to.
Yeah, it's how you interpret it. And I personally, I don't really like reading the cards in a bad way. So you can read them reversed or, and I don't like that.
But I have a friend who his wife does tarot readings, and I remember talking to him about it, and I was like, so he explained a bit to me how tarot works and how it helps you make the decisions you're going to make anyway. But then he was like, but his wife fully believes the tarot is guiding you. And I was like, I don't understand. I would have thought that someone doing it professionally almost kind of knew, not the con of it, but kind of knew, how it worked as a tool. But she just genuinely believes you turn the card, that's what it means.
Really, I'm just doing tarot just to see when I get someone inside me, When is he coming?
Oh, funny.
June, apparently.
She's got it on her calendar.
Woohoo!
Have you actually?
June, yeah, that's in my
dream.
reading.
The thing is, because you're meeting people all the time and you're a bit like, oh, I like them, oh, maybe I don't like
that's
them.
what their star sign is.
But if someone shows up in June who matches the description of whatever
Gemini,
tarot, yeah, you're going to be right on them, mate.
This is the man who's going to show up in June.
No one's oh, papa! He's going to be on a tank
He's going to be like, oh, hey, that's Hetty's dream man.
with a sword.
That's the warrior. Oh, and then I found
Warrior.
this tarot book in TK Maxx, which is both my hobbies, tarot and TK Maxx. Yes. I will do an episode of TK Maxx one day. And I'm not even joking about that.
I love a TK Maxx.
So this has got all the cards in it, and they got a few spreads, and then this has got a bit about manifestation, which you can do with tarot cards as well. When you wishy thinking,
Wishy-washy.
Personal manifestation.
Yes, that's another thing. The manifestation side of thing, I am not fully on board with, like the cosmic ordering kind of thing.
Is that like ask the universe shit kind of stuff?
I can understand how it would give someone comfort. How they'd be like, oh, I can ask the universe and it will provide for me.
I get more of a kick out of the fact that there is no plan or meaning to anything in life.
Yep.
That helps me more. That helps me more when I know that everything is completely random.
I like it.
And I think I've known that since I was 7, which is probably why I am a manic depressive. I feel like at 7 I was like, oh, this doesn't mean anything.
I would never recommend this to anyone. I'd never be like, you should live your life like this. It's a curse. I just think that's where the life is. Like.
I think because I don't have any. I'm quite anti-religious. I'm anti-religion. So I don't have any sort of guidance or spirituality or anything like that. But I do like the idea that the universe has some sort of... I like to see myself as a character in a book constantly.
But this is a form of guidance.
But it's moved more from a hobby, from an obsession to a hobby. Then.
Yeah, it's not like... it's.
I was
obsessed.
And now it's
a
bit more healthy.
I went and bought a T-shirt with...
What's that one mean?
This is the star, so this is basically the wish card. The universe has got your back.
Yeah.
So for my birthday, I bought a professional reading, I guess. Is that the word?
Yeah, con artist.
So this was my 2023 year ahead reading.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this bit is who I'm becoming, and I got the devil and the star. And basically, it's a person settled into their body, physicality, psyche and self, incredibly optimistic and hopeful for the future. Well, that's not me.
But did she know anything about you before? Did she know about your surgeries and stuff?
She asked if you had like questions and stuff, and I was like, I just want to make sure everything's okay. So even if it's not like, she probably looked at my Instagram. Yeah, probably. But even if not,
doesn't matter anyway.
Doesn't matter.
it gave me some comfort.
Yeah, you are positive for the future now.
Yeah, it's
you
about
are like, it's
about
good.
The devil sees you finding your feet with a new and sustainable, healthy routine and lifestyle, one with temptations and naughtiness, but overall good for you. Old habits have died, old demons are quelled. The work now can turn from repair, fixes to builds and dreams.
I don't. What's the demon shit though? I don't know about the devil.
The devil.
And the demon.
The devil is about temptation and habits.
It just freaks me out when I hear about the devil.
Temptation.
Just demon. Temptation.
Well, so you can read. Please let me speak.
Stop silencing the woman.
Does it say that in one of your cards? You will be interrupted a lot.
Well,
in a shed.
Well,
by the devils.
Well, we will get onto that in a minute. We will get onto that. So the devil you can interpret as temptation, habits, run, or
which one?
You can read it as you've tamed them.
You've gone so red. I think you're a tamed. I think you're a tamed devil.
That's what it is.
So steps to improve my best self. I've got 10 of Wands, and less is more in 2023. You are really active, busy, and full of life person, and can sometimes get the FOMO vibe. I do get the FOMO vibe. I want to go and start doing park run, even though I've got no intention of running, just because I feel a little bit left out.
Yes.
So I can get a little bit tired. So she said, stop that cycle. I can get a little bit overwhelmed.
So it came with advice. So she'd say this and said, you should slow down a little bit, lady.
Relationship developments. So I've got the lovers, which is like the
you will meet two men in a shed.
It's not it's not like
2 men, 1 shed.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Anyway. Basically, June is when it all kicks off. I think June is big, also September, also Geminis. Well, Gemini.
I think June is big, also September, also all the months in the year.
Hang on.
Sorry.
It says, from June, I think it's game on in capital letters. Ha ha, very much into dating, exploring new friendships, out and about and mingling and chatting and eyeing up what's out there. Something passionate or maybe several things could kick off.
Oh my, maybe you're invited to another orgy wedding.
A little theme of ambivalence may crop up again, and it's no bad thing because to genuinely feel happy in yourself is how you attract the best people. Don't rush, only go with true passion and enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Life is just
I mean, it is good advice.
Yeah.
It's good advice.
Good. Now, this was the one that's a bit freaky. What can you sort on? And I got justice. And it's about doing what feels right. This is the bit that, so it's all about teaching and show versus tell, guidance and wisdom, that sort of thing. This is the bit that I highlighted. You can take your good works to a broader audience.
Like and subscribe.
Do you think that was something to do with the podcast?
Do good, bring light, be kind and spread love.
Like and subscribe. That's what I can do. That's what I can do. Tell you, I've just remembered one of my favourite movies ever.
Practical Magic.
Oh yeah! That was too loud into the mic. Love it.
It's a great
Have
film.
you seen Practical Magic?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. That's the
Got
best
to do a
witch film.
group watch.
Nicole Kidman is a sexy witch in that film.
I like Sandra Bullock more. They're both.
They're both sexy.
But
That's
Sandra,
a good.
but
I
Nicole
put the
Kidman
lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up.
If you got a belly, you can say,
If you got a belly,
put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Put the lime in the coconut and then you feel better. Put the lime in the
What I thought was good about this one is that I get to speak on this podcast. And talk about my thing. No. There'll be none of the wrestling shit. None of that. Show me the card. What you got?
That's it. It's that card.
That's that one.
And then what do I do?
Show me. 6 of Hazards. Right. So this is called hazards, but it's actually
Hazards.
coins.
What? I don't understand what that means.
Uh,
This is called
just
hazards, but
because
it's
this
actually
deck
coins.
this deck likes to do.
Can I show the?
Yeah.
This is the card I've just
Oh,
pulled out.
so it's a nice card. It's the good karma card. Be kind and generous. Be what you wish to attract. Bit of favour, charity, rewards, gifts. The universe will reward you. Do you want the shady side as well?
I want the shady side.
Be wary of gifts.
Be wary of gifts.
Are there strings attached?
Yeah.
I mean, that one, it really sounds like a lot of bollocks. That one. Be kind and nice and charitable. Like, why would that not be
Everybody.
advice to everyone? And then beware of gifts. You make sure there's no strings attached. It doesn't mean there are going to be strings attached. I don't like it.
Well, fuck you.
I do mine.
I like it.
What if it's a puppet and there's strings attached?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Maybe it's me making a puppet for you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Started
And there's
working
meant
on
to
the
be strings
puppet.
attached.
There's meant to be strings.
want
And you're
there
like,
to be.
where are the strings?
Yeah. I want to.
No, all right, I'll do one.
Anyway,
Get
just
over
put
my
a little
fear.
bit of money in charity and everything will come your way.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, why would you do that? And then when it doesn't come its way for Nath, Hetty could be like, you didn't put money in
Didn't put money
charity.
in charity. You're not doing one.
I will do one. But I don't like it. Don't make one up now that's like exactly for me to try and prove that this is...
I won't lie to you.
It's death.
It's not death.
It looks like death because it's a zombie card. It's 8 of swords.
Okay.
I like this card. It looks cool.
What's on the card?
A man trying to get a sword stuck inside a rib cage with all these organs and stuff falling on top of him. It's bad, isn't it? Is it a bad one?
Did
I get a bad one, Hetty?
It means.
Is it all shady side?
How is your bum hole?
Oh my God! It knows me so well.
It's the hemorrhoid card.
This is a hemorrhoid card. I got your card.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can't do it.
You gotta tell me because
You're a little bit trapped by yourself. You're in a self-imposed mental prison because you're a bit useless at doing stuff.
Well, I am useless at doing.
That's
You're
what
a
it
bit
says.
paralysis. You're a bit stuck in a rut. The first step is acknowledging it, and you need to. It may take a while to pass, but you hold the key to unlocking it.
I've already acknowledged it.
Useless though.
Change your
Pretty
mindset.
useless. I got to change my mindset.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
That's a difficult one.
Change
Oh,
your
you
mindset.
can't just change your
God damn it.
mindset.
Is it really about bumholes?
No, it's not. That.
Oh, because
Would you
I've been
prefer
It's
it
a,
Yeah,
it's a
about-
self-imposed prison.
because I've
You're
been.
you feel a bit trapped and a bit stuck, but you hold the key and you got to work out what it is.
Do
You know
feel
what?
trapped?
I don't really feel trapped and stuck.
I'm going to pick a card for all our watchers and listeners. Split the deck. Oh, Temperance. Anything you want will come your way, or your wishes and desires, they are all going to come your way. But there are conditions to this. You have to like and subscribe the podcast. You have to share the podcast. You have to comment. You have to tell us how much you love us. And then you'll get everything you fucking want.
Really makes you think.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.